Nah, man, I'll never forget that, man. That's my government interview. Actually, that was one of them. I had another one with the Social Security Administration.
Stop with the government job, Sean.
I didn't. I'm done.
You going
I'm
for it? You
done.
wouldn't stop. Oh, you done now? Okay.
I'm done. No, I did intern with the Cincinnati Police Department in the crime analyst unit. I did do that. That experience was about as monumental for me as my pawn shop experience. To talk to cops, man. To talk to cops on the beat is an experience I feel like most citizens should do, man. Even if you just are like, I don't mess with the cops. In Cincinnati, any citizen can go up and volunteer to do a ride along. Well, he's back. When I was in college, they were like, you can do a ride along. And I found out through my internship, because they made me do 40 hours of ride alongs, that any citizens could just go, you know what, I want to be a volunteer and ride along with a fellow quote unquote peace officer. That's what we call them in Ohio, peace officers. Um, and they can say, yeah, we have a time, come back next week. But for me, I got to speak because I was a part of the college and I had a different internship. They made me do 40 hours along with the crime analyst unit. And one of the guys in the crime analyst unit, I'm not gonna put his name out there, but when he met me, he's like, hey man, do you know who you're riding along with in your 40 hours? And like each district, you do a whole day in each district, you know? And I was like, not really. He was like, that's not good, man. You can get with some real assholes, man. And I'm gonna make a phone call and make sure that you get with the right person. What he was basically saying is, I'm gonna call all of the black dudes I know in each district and make sure they grab you and not let any of these other cops, misuse you on the street as like some kind of like, hey, stand over in that corner. when you see Tyrone make this noise and then you get shot while he's doing police work. So, but he told me that the day before my first ride-along. He didn't tell me like, oh, I'm gonna do this. He's like, I don't know anybody in District 1. That's your first ride-along. It's tomorrow. District 1 is one of our most dangerous districts, by the way. But if I can find somebody to grab you there, I will, man. And he couldn't find anybody that was there. So they paired me up with a dude who was like,
quick question. You said, how many days do you do?
I had to do 40 hours. So 5 days, 8-hour shifts, riding in a car. But I didn't have to do it every day. I had to do it every Saturday. So I would do like, some of the days I actually did in a row because graduation was coming. So I think I did 3 days in a row. And the weakest district is like District 2. That's like being on a beat in River Oaks, right? Like you ain't gonna do nothing but sit and, hey, move along, right? But I did District 1, 3, 4, and 5. District 1 and 5 were like the most dangerous. But it was crazy. And I did District 5 twice. I actually witnessed somebody who got shot in District 5. And the cop was like, hey, this dude just got shot, right? Like, we know he got shot, but the murderers are still on the loose. I'm going to take care of them. You are going to stand right next here to this body. And when all of the people come out of the apartment projects, you're going to keep them away from the body. Great? Good. All right. And then he ran off and chased the people with murder. That was my ride-along experience in college. And when I wrote the paper, you're supposed to write a paper to the professor of the class. She literally called me in and was like, I wanted to give you a grade on this, but I just need to verify some facts about your story. And I may need to call the department to make sure that some stuff is like, I'm like, if you're asking me if this shit is made up, call him. Call him. Like, call him.
We got to a professor's office. Amichi's just been called in. Amichi, I gotta talk to you about your paper. About your ride-alongs.
Oh yeah, that was great.
This is some of the most riveting stuff I have ever read. I couldn't put it down. I was turning page after page. I read it a few times actually. I didn't even sleep that night. I was haunted by some of the stuff that you wrote here. It was beautiful. It was captivating. It really made me question how society's been treating its civilians. Like, there's a lot here, man. You're saying you did all this in like 40 hours?
Yeah, it was a very intense experience for me. Spread over 6 weeks.
There's a chapter here where you had to take control of a helicopter because the pilot got shot by a terrorist. That sounds like an action movie.
But it's real life. It really happened to me.
Do you know how to fly a helicopter?
I learned very quickly.
Oh my god! This is.
I mean, you read it. You know how it happened. You know how it went down.
I know exactly. I can tell you how it happened. I know you guys were tracking the burglar, who turned out to be an international spy, who, as you were giving chase, took a helicopter himself, and that was the only way for you guys to follow. I'm surprised the cop let you get in the helicopter. I'm gonna need to call up the station to verify some of this, because this is insane.
Oh,
you're a kid.
You don't have to do that. It'll happen just like I said it did.
I mean, I don't see how you can make something like this up, right? Like the detail here is perfect. But as a professor, I do need to, check your sources, right? So I'm just going to place a call to, the people we work with to set up the program, and they'll, of course, just verify what you have to say. So I just wanted to bring you in to let you know about how I felt after reading it. I'm really proud of what you made here.
Thanks. I'll be.
Who should I call first?
I guess the lead detective I was with.
Lead Detective Roseberry?
Yeah, Lead Detective Roseberry. He knows all the details and everything like that. He might be a little hard to reach, but if you can track him down, he's a really good cop.
Yeah, I'll have to track him down. I hadn't heard of that detective actually before your paper.
Yeah, and he said he was going on vacation for a few months, so might be hard to track him down right now. So.
Odd, because he was so dedicated in chapter 4. He kept lamenting about how much the street has taken from him and his family. I didn't see him as a guy to take a vacation.
Well, yeah, I mean that's kind of what he said to me. If you towards the end, like at the climax. When we're hanging off the building.
Exactly. This is after the 9th floor exploded out underneath you, right?
Yeah. How he wishes that he spent more time with his family, and if we got out of this alive, he was gonna take his family on a nice long vacation. And I said, "I'm gonna get you out of here alive." And I grabbed his hand and swung him like back up through the window.
Yeah, you did. Oh my god! Yeah. You know what? This is a bit inappropriate, I know, but I got to see the scar that you got. Remember when you deflected that ninja sword, and you got the scar? Can I see it?
It's in like a place I shouldn't really show in the classroom. Just wanna
But it lends such an air of authenticity, for me to cite.
Yeah, I know. I said it was like on my arm in the story. I may have embellished a little bit. It's actually closer to like on my lower back.
No, that's odd. I mean, the trajectory of the sword didn't seem to line up with how they would hit your lower back, but. Okay, well, I'll just call up the captain and ask about Roseberry, see if I can get in touch with him on vacation, and I'll be wrapped up.
Oh, okay. Look, I gotta confess. I made all of that up.
No.
I didn't go on any of the ride-alongs. I was just at home watching movies.
You didn't go.
I wrote that all like a couple nights ago. just
So you and Melanie didn't have a hot and passionate one night stand in a moving train?
no. I stole that from a really old movie. When people said, it was more popular to go on trains.
You didn't adopt a misunderstood pit bull that you found in a crack house?
No, I didn't. I'm actually scared of dogs. So, especially dogs from crack houses, they really scare me. So, I don't think I would adopt one.
But why put so much work into a lie, Amici? Why would you spend all this time, write this beautiful work?
Because I wanted to impress you. You tell such great stories when we're all in class, and you tell us about your ride-alongs that you went on.
Oh yeah, those. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the high-speed chase with the where you were driving a fire truck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, remember it like it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the time the terrorists were attacking the White House, and you were the only one who could.
It was weird
that
that we
stop them.
Ended up at the White House on that ride along. But yeah, that's
exactly. It's really out of the way, but you said you got there, so.
All right. Well, tell you what. We're gonna call this a C, and that's the end of my office hours.
Oh, okay.
I'm good.
Yeah, that was good. Oh, that was for me.
That works for me. Yeah. Yeah. But no, I didn't make that story.